Hello everyone, today we are going to be planting our pepper plants. It is June 1st and I have been waiting to plant these guys. They were growing a little bit slower than I anticipated. Maybe it's because I started a little late, but they're finally doing really good, and I'm going to show you guys how to plant your pepper plants the way that I'm going to do it. Yeah, let's get these beautiful little plants in the ground. We have 12 pepper plants. We have 3 different kinds. We have the yummy mix, big reds, which are the big red peppers, and then California Wonder, which is the sweet green peppers. I'm going to try some different next year, but yeah, I'm excited to see how these turn out. So first things first, you want to have a mini shovel, a full bucket of water, watering can, and your peppers. And we're going to do some stakes for the pepper plants as well. If you guys want to make these at home, that's what we did. We just took old pallet wood and made them into a stake. This will help support the pepper plant when it starts to get weight from the peppers growing. You could also buy those at Tractor Supply or any local greenhouse garden place. I know a lot of places have a ton of them, but you can also just make your own at home. Super, super easy. But you want a shovel to start with because we are going to be burying them as deep as these pots. We really want to do that to make sure that they have the same depth that they have already had. So first and foremost, what we firstly want to do is get our hole that we're going to dig ready. So that is about as deep as we're going to bury it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to break this up, and we are going to put the soil in water to get the roots really, really moist and just give them a really good drink of water before we put them in the ground. It has been really dry here recently. We haven't gotten rain in like over a week. So I really want to make sure that these are nice and watered before I put them in. It's a really easy way to do it. And then we're just going to cover them up. That's really how simple it is. You don't want to do this after they start growing. You want to do this now. You want to put these in the ground before the roots get super big. Next time, ideally, I'm going to probably put the stake in before I put the pepper plant in, just to really protect the roots, which is exactly why you don't want to do this when the pepper plants get really big. It's better to just put them in now. Make sure you're also facing them behind the plant from whichever way or direction the sun is coming from. And that's pretty much it. And then this will have support as this grows. Basically throw some twine around it and call it a day, just to give it a little bit of support. You could also use like mini tomato cages as well. That's also an option, but this is pretty simple, cheap, and easy. So this would be my best advice for peppers. We are going to put all of our stakes in the ground. That is just fine. Okay, that one's good. Another one. Thank you. Okay guys, my cameraman ditched me, so just me and you, are going to be planting these pepper plants. We'll be taking these pots, digging our hole just as deep, drenching it in the water, giving it a good drink, and then putting it in the ground and calling her a day. This is really how easy it is to plant your pepper plants. You do want to make sure that you give your pepper plants space. The more space that you give them in better soil, the better they're going to turn out. So let's get all of these pepper plants in the ground. sure your soil is at least 60 degrees when you're planting your peppers. This is why I think raised garden beds are awesome, because the soil can get warmer quicker. So it's great to plant them in there. Also, you could just plant them in the regular garden ground. That's totally fine. Just make sure that the soil is warmer and you've given it enough time to warm up. Peppers can be super sensitive to the cold. That is just another pro tip that I would definitely recommend, is just making sure your soil is really warm for your peppers before you plant them. Now let's keep going. One last pro tip that I have for you guys is label all of your peppers when you put them into different containers. I did not when I uppotted them, and now I don't know which ones are which. I'm kind of just doing it random. You can plant all types of varieties of peppers next to each other, but pro tip, don't make my same mistake. Label all of them so you can put them pretty in rows. And yeah, we're just gonna have to wait till harvest to know what kind of peppers each plant is gonna be. Okay guys, we have just finished putting all of our peppers in the ground. That took probably like 10 to 15 minutes. Our next step is going to be to water our plants in. This is really, really important. Do this with all of the plants that you do plant, because this is what helps them make really good contact with the soil. I know we just watered the roots, but we really want to make sure that the soil is also watered. Really helps the roots root in and start to grow in this soil. It is new soil to them, so we do want to make sure that they make really good contact. So that is a must for anything you ever plant, and that's our next step. And this is how easy it is to plant your pepper plants. We have all of them in the ground, they're watered in, and I think they're gonna do really, really well this year. They're definitely one of the more popular types of vegetables we eat in this family. So we love peppers, we can really never have enough, and I'm hoping they do really well this year. But if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. Make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. We're going to be planting more of our new crops, tomatoes, squash, cucumbers, beans in the garden in the next coming days. So I'll bring you guys along for that journey as well. But until then, see you in the next video.